can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Choose your first style. Main color. Class. Commando. Deadeye. Commando. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Psy-Freak chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your ki, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature? And here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. You don't have it in you right now. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new way. change with it. Evolution has its ways. Gigawatts. Clamber right up. Your key energy is all used up. Your key energy is too low. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their molecules. They shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Time to see what's above. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding. Just a few meals left. Take them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without they began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a... There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen out... The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had... There's no doubt you're the child, and that what... He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. You're such a good child, so you probably did. He understands why you came all the way out here. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his... You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall... You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use... You handle that net like you've never done anything else. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to But today, your focus is getting this one to... Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own... From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree... One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for... No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the...
Yeah, you Mao.
He lost you there for a while, but no He says he remembers every single day he devoted to The tree started to die when the end of days began.
Wherefore, where?
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, the toxinol... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Koibe or Korfabe.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the world.
Loma Utulu.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the... Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eater. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out of...
Where are one door?
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eater.
Bilunis?
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a... The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to... He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a Out-of-Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.